Greetings and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for this talk on reclaiming our sacred Sandía. So, what is the sacred Sandía? We're going to talk more about that. We're going to dive into what our sacred Sandía is and how, when we embrace the fullness of that we recognize that we are not in a space of lack as it relates to our health and our wellness, our abundance, our community cohesiveness, our sovereignty, and we begin to recognize that everything that we need is already here, it's already present. So, again, greetings. My name is Nurya Saffron Bay, and I'm a sustainable lifestyle coach with Yoga Eats. And I'm also an ecoforest therapy advocate. And what that means is I just enjoy being in nature, specifically going out to the woods and really being in tune with the trees and all of nature and all of the beauty that's present. And there's so much healing that happens there, so much stress relief that happens in nature. And there's such a beautiful resurgence of our people understanding and recognizing the importance of being in nature, and the power of making time for self-care and resting. I'm also a plant-based chef with Yoga Eats and a gardener, and I'm a trumpet mushroom enthusiast. So if you're into mushrooms, you should be familiar with the king trumpet mushroom. Right now it's one of our favorites. So in our talk today, we're going to be talking about the history of Sandía. So Sandía is Spanish for watermelon. We're going to be talking about reclaiming our power, our secret superpowers, and signs, symptoms, and support. So again, what is Sandía? So Sandía, again, is watermelon in Spanish. And when I think of watermelon, I honor it as a sacred fruit. And the reason that I honor it as sacred is because the indigenous people of the Americas and indigenous people all over the world have grown, ate, and sold this sacred fruit. And specifically for Black indigenous people in the Americas, it was something that we sold after the Civil War. And it actually became a symbol of freedom for us. It was a symbol of empowerment and sovereignty. So when I use the word sacred, we're talking about something that's holy, something that's blessed, and something that is sanctified. So again, the roots of the Sandía or the watermelon are one of freedom. It has the Sandía itself has been completely the energy behind it has been completely shifted, and it's just starting to come back around into a fruit that is revered around the world. It was also a symbol of sustainability for us because we were able to sell this fruit and really empower our families and legacy build with the financial abundance that we received from growing and selling the sacred Sandía. So, of course, we have to take a look at some of the history that, for me, for many years, stopped me from eating the sacred Sandía. But what we recognize about these watermelons is that they have superpowers, and that is why you will never hear anyone teaching you about the inherent power that is in the watermelon, because the melon itself, the actual contents of it are pre-digested, which make it super easy to eat and digest. It's basically purified liquid hydration. Whatever toxins are in the body, it's flushing those toxins out, and allowing the immune system to restore itself and to bring the immune system back online and into a place of restoration. The enzymes are bioavailable and also bioactive. So, what we are going to be looking at is how this delicious superfood not only sustains the body in a very powerful way, but it supports our nervous system. So, if you are someone that is anxious or worried, stressed, this could be a very powerful tool for you to add into your dietary regimen. It also is strengthening for the cardiovascular system, also for the kidneys as well, in terms of cleaning the kidneys, particularly for indigenous people. We have a lot of issues around kidney failure, things of that nature. Watermelon can be tremendously helpful in that area. It's also helpful in terms of balancing blood pressure issues. So, whatever it is, seemingly everything that can plague us in terms of health challenges, this fruit is an amazing partner. So, some of the signs and symptoms that can be related to issues that this amazing superfood can heal are constipation, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, right? Labels, post traumatic stress disease, obsessive compulsive disorder, again, blood sugar imbalances, stress, anxiety, depression, brain fog, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, diabetes, and colitis. Things that so many people are struggling with, and this particular tool can just be tremendously powerful and helpful. Some of the support and tools that we can incorporate to help with some of those signs and symptoms are diaphragmatic breathing, so deep breathing, also breath of fire, yoga and stretching of the body, meditation, consistent meditation, chanting, a number of different types of therapy and coaching, ecoforest therapy, or also known as Shinrin-yoku, so getting out into nature, embracing trees, loving trees, hugging trees, allowing, just the wind and the breeze and all of the elements to bless you and to balance you. Daily body conditioning, so strength training, Pilates, core workouts, any type of exercise. And then also I'll add in, it's very important to have accountability partners. So having a supportive family structure in place so that when you do decide that you want to strike out and perhaps, cleanse or perhaps change the way that your family is eating, that everyone can be on the same page. And even if they aren't on the same page, you can be that strength and that pillar that's needed in the family. So there are two quotes that come to mind in closing. That there will come a time when only those who know how to plant will be eating. Chief Oren Lyons. And it is essential right now for us to learn how to grow food and to be sustainable. And if we don't know how to grow food, that we are introducing ourselves to people who do know how to grow food. There's another quote that I love from Ron Finley that says, "Gardening is gangsta." You know, we have to learn how to garden. We have to learn how to plant. We have to learn how to produce our own food. And this is what I call my turkey platter. So this is what my turkey platter looks like. It's full of rainbow chard and lacinato kale, aka dino kale, Siberian kale, thyme, you know, amazing greens that will keep us healthy and nourished. And I'll just close out with a quote that came to mind as I was putting this presentation together that says, "Everything that we need is all around us, under our feet, and sometimes above our heads." So the picture that you're looking at is actually a rooftop garden in the District of Columbia, which is where I'm currently residing. And you know, everybody's growing food. We're growing food above our heads. We're growing food below our feet. We're growing food, you know, at eye level on raised beds. So just start where you are. Start growing, and definitely incorporate in the sacred Sandia. Allow it to bless you, and allow it to bless those all around you. Because when we grow food, there's always enough to spare and to share. Thank you so much for being present for this presentation, and I look forward to sharing more. Again, my name is Nurya Saffron Bey. I'm the founder, director, and CEO of Yoga Eats, and our website is uyogaeats.com. And yeah, feel free to reach out to us anytime. We'd love to share more about gardening, how to start gardening, um, cleansing. So we host seasonal cleanses, and also ordering food. So if you're looking for some delicious plant-based food, real food, we're here for all of that. All right, love and light, blessings and peace.